Hello, my name is Amber, and this is my book outlet unboxing. So I've done a few different book outlet unboxings on my channel before, and I will have all the others linked down below if you want to check those out. Every year they have a Boxing Day sale going on, and I take advantage of it as much as I possibly can, and this year I definitely did that. I got 14 books, I know that for sure. I honestly don't remember all of the books that I got though, so this is slightly going to be a little bit of a surprise. But let's get started. Now the first book I see in here is The Fill-In Boyfriend by Casey West. I started picking up Casey West books last year and fell in love with them. I can read them so fast and they're so enjoyable and just quick, silly, adorable reads, and I love them so much, so I've been slowly trying to collect more and more of her books. This one was on there and I couldn't pass it up. The next book is These Ruthless Deeds by Kelly Zekas and Taryn Shanker. I'm always saying these authors' names wrong and I'm so sorry. These Ruthless Deeds was another one I picked up last year and really enjoyed. It's typically described as Jane Austen meets X-Men, which I think fits really well. Next I have Princess of Thorns by Stacey J. I was a little iffy on... Shush? I was a little iffy on picking this one up. I had read Of Beast and Beauty by her. While this doesn't continue that story because they're all standalones, this is just another one that I've had my eye on for a while, and while I didn't fully enjoy Of Beast and Beauty as much as I was hoping I would, I'm still interested to see what her other books are like, so I decided to just go ahead and pick this one up. Next I have Sweet Temptation by Wendy Higgins. This is kind of the fourth in the Sweet Evil series. Technically this is just supposed to be, from what I know, the beginning of the story from the main male character's point of view, which I'm excited to read, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun because I really enjoyed these characters and I loved this series so much. Next I have Starflight by Melissa Landers. I really enjoy sci-fi books, and hers have been ones that I've just seen around and heard some kind of mixed reviews about, so I decided just to kind of go for it and see what it's like. It just seems like it'll be kind of one of those quick, fun reads, so I'm excited to get into it. Next, I have Firewalker by Josephine Angelini. I had read Trial by Fire last year, and it had been one that I had constantly been looking at since it came out, but I'd been putting off buying. I eventually just picked up the first one, and I sped through it and loved it so much. This is a witch story, and it is fantastic and so much fun, and I'm really, really excited to see where the second book's gonna go because I just have this feeling that I'm gonna like it even more than I did the first one. Next, I have Teen Frankenstein by Chandler Baker. This one's definitely not one that's talked about a lot, but I had randomly seen the cover and decided to kind of read the first chapter that was let out before this book came out, and I just really enjoyed it. It's definitely something that's going to be cheesy, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. From what I know, our main character accidentally runs over someone and ends up bringing him back to life like the Frankenstein story. Next, I have Spitting Starlight by R.C. Lewis. I had read Stitching Snow. I could look behind me, but why do that? A Snow White retelling that I decided to read not last year, the year before that, and really, really enjoyed. It had a very Cinder kind of feel to it. It was very similar to Lunar Chronicles in my opinion, and I loved the characters and thought it was a lot of fun. This is supposed to be a retelling of The Wild Swans, so I think this is going to be really interesting and really good. Next, I have 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnston. This is another one that's just been everywhere. This is just one that has just sounded like a lot of fun to me, and I've loved the covers that they've had for it, both for the paperbacks and for the hardcovers. Seems like it would be good, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Next, I have Perfect Lies by Kirsten White. This is the sequel and the final in the Mind Games duology by Kirsten White, and while I didn't absolutely love the first one, I still enjoyed it enough to want to know what happens next. Plus, these are extremely short books. They're going to be fast reads. The next book I got is Vicarious by Paula Stokes. I've only read Girl Against the Universe by Paula Stokes, but I loved it. And while that is a contemporary and this is not, I'm still excited to see more works by her, and this is one that I've heard some good reviews from. Next, I have A Crown of Wishes by Roshani Chokshi. This is I believe this is supposed to be a companion to the Star Touch Queen. I don't think they're actual continuations, but I have Star Touch Queen even though I haven't read it yet. It's definitely something that I plan to get to soon, and I just decided to go ahead and pick up this one so that way I can marathon through both. Next, I have The Valiant by Leslie Livingston. This is one that came out, I believe, last year, and everyone raved about how good it was, and then it just kind of dropped off the face of the earth and I didn't hear anything for a while. But it's definitely still one that I was intrigued by, so I'm really interested to get into it. I know the sequel I think is supposed to come out this year. And last, finally, I have Want by Cindy Pon. Again, I love sci-fi, but I've been wanting to read more of it, so I had been asking around, and this was one that a lot of people kept recommending, so I am extremely excited to get into it. Sounds fantastic. I'm in love with this cover, and from what I know, I think it's supposed to be a standalone, so I think this will be really quick to kind of get through, and I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot. So those are all the books for this unboxing. Let me know down below if you've read any of these and what your thoughts were. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.